See, in the book of Luke, we get this great story about how an angel went to Mary and promised Mary that she was going to give birth to a child, and the child is to be named Jesus Christ, and Jesus Christ is going to come to save the world. Now, fast forward years later, Jesus Christ is finally born. He is 12 years old. They go to this Passover festival to enjoy. They enjoyed. It is time for them to leave. They're going back to Jerusalem, and in the midst of them going back to Jerusalem, they get to Jerusalem, and then Mary and Joseph realizes that Jesus Christ is not home. For 3 days, they are panicking because Jesus Christ is missing for 3 days. Now, I can only imagine what was going through their heads because they lost the person who was supposed to save the world. And so the Bible let us understand that they went back to where the festival happens, and then when they went, they found him right where they left him. He was just trying to get wisdom. He was just trying to get wisdom. See, one of the great things I've learned about that is so simple, is that us as human beings, we can hide or even lose something that God meant for it to be seen. We can never hide something. We can never hide something that God meant for it to be seen. If you don't believe me, ask Joseph and Mary, because see, the enemy thought that he could hide Jesus Christ. He could lose Jesus Christ. He thought that he was distracting Jesus Christ, but only if he knew that God had a plan this whole while. And so they started freaking out. I can only imagine how Joseph and Mary started freaking out when they couldn't find him. See, but God knew that he can't let Jesus Christ go missing, because if he did, he would not be God. He would not be fulfilling his promise. And so somebody listening to me today, all I need you to understand is that no matter how long you watching today, you go missing, no matter how long you go missing from God, no matter how long that the enemy thinks that he has distracted you from God, no matter how long that you go away from God, I just want you to know one thing, that God can't afford for you to go missing. He can never afford for you to go missing, because you are part of his plan. He can never afford for you to go missing, because there's a promise that needs to be fulfilled through you. Only through you. So that's why God can't afford for you to be lost in the world. He can't afford for you to be lost, because know this, that even when you're lost, you're in purpose. Even when you're lost, you're in purpose. Even when the enemy thought that he distracted Jesus Christ, he was still in purpose. Even when you're in distraction, you're still in purpose. Even when you're distracted, you're in purpose. See, when I started out this video, I've been on my phone this whole time. You did not realize. You probably like, yo, why is he still on his phone? Why is he not looking at me? But I just wanted to prove you a point that I could still be distracted and still be in purpose the whole time. Because what you don't know is that even though I'm on my phone, I'm still speaking in your spirit. I'm still speaking to your soul. The things that God has dropped in me for you. And so even when you're distracted, even when you don't feel it, you're still in purpose. Even when you don't feel it, you're in purpose. Even when it feels like nobody is around, even when it feels like the power of God is not there, he said you're still in purpose. Even when you're lost, you're in purpose.